than a hero. Your team is banning.
Hello, Mike. Hello, hello, hello. Good evening.
Your team is picking.
Shh. When you gaze
enemy
into
is
the
picking.
abyss,
Mike, hello. Hello, my friend. Hello.
Do you want to make friends with Nana?
Like this, hello.
Welcome to the greatest magic show of all
Please
time.
pick a hero.
I am more than a weapon.
Hana, Sanjo.
The enemy is picking.
Sniper ready. Give me a target.
A man with a spear is
Your
a
team
fortress.
is picking. The enemy is picking.
Careful!
Payback
I've got a lit
time.
firecracker in my hand!
Welcome to Mobile Legends! 5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield. Attack! Smash them! Okay. Hellfire enlivens Higambana. You don't need to reach the pinnacle to bloom. Request backup! Just let go! Shh. The shore is... Launch attack! Slower. Steady. First blood. Launch attack! Request backup! And blue. Request backup! I Resistance will bloom into flowers. An ally has been slain. An ally. Dark river of your mind. An ally has been slain. Sorry.
We can still win.
私に加護を
The moon is my best companion.
North!
You have slain an enemy. Winter and spring. We forge ahead together, like two parallel lines.
私に制圧する
Move on. That's all you can do. I'm not fixated on winning. An enemy has been slain. Initiate retreat. Lusting for power makes them weak.
Ano? Pak, ulit.
Initiate retreat. Enemy double kill. Request backup. I'm not fixated on winning. Not anymore. Unstoppable! Wilting so soon. Ally has been slain. Unstoppable! An enemy has been slain. The enemy has slain the turtle.
制圧する Face the power of the Scarlet.
Shut down.
I won't get lost.
Ult is not ready.
今夜は月が綺麗ね。
An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain. You have slain an enemy.
Withered and broken.
Ating tatarapan ko.
You destroyed the
Paano
turret.
tayo patayin?
An enemy has been slain. Enemy double.
Just let's go!
Turret has been destroyed. Turret is under request backup.
Tanginang sana to.
Your team destroyed a
Lugtog ng
turret.
silong.
Enemy
Tukin natin
godlike.
eh. Tustukin natin men.
I will not
Our
succumb
turret
to
has been
nightmares.
destroyed. The enemy has slain the turtle.
North!
Triple kill.
Dazzling, but dangerous.
mo naman. Ayan mo.
Request backup. 私に加護を Fear. Ikigambana. Shut down.
Mamatay ah.
Your team destroyed a turret. Double kill.
Wilting so soon.
You have been slain.
Won't get lost.
Mega kill.
Yes!
Double kill.
Nice! Ganyan dapat. Uy. Paisa oh.
Shut down.
Ang buhay ko.
今夜は月が綺麗ね
Push first.
Lusting for power makes them weak.
The moon is my best companion
私に加護を
An enemy has been
Gather
slain.
up the Lord.
Ally has been slain. You have slain an enemy. An enemy has been slain. Our turret has been destroyed. You destroyed a turret.
Kirambana knows what I deserve.
Request backup.
私に加護を
Ally has been slain. Ally has been slain. Enemy double kill.
You win some, you lose some. Now I understand. Patience will bloom into flowers. 私に加護を
Report yung sana yan. Tanginang sana yan.
The shore is never as far away as it seems.
Killing spree.
Pares lang itong kagurang sana to.
Our turret has been destroyed.
You don't need to reach the pinnacle to bloom. Hanabi.
Gigambana! You have slain an enemy.
Stable network. Face the power of the Scarlet.
Our turret is under attack. Ally has been slain. An enemy has
Our
been
turret
slain.
has been
Double
destroyed.
kill. Request backup. Rampage. Ally has been slain.
Tama yung silong men.
Our turret is under attack. Our turret has been destroyed. Our inhibitor.
I will not succumb to nightmares. 私に加護を 私に加護を
Keep an eye on the map. Turret is under attack.
I'm not fixated on winning. Not anymore. We forge ahead together, like two parallel lines.
An ally has been slain. Our inhibitor turret is under attack.
You don't need to reach the pinnacle to bloom, Hanabi. Dazzling, but dangerous.
attack. Our inhibitor turret is under attack. Launch attack! Turret has been destroyed. You have been slain. Ally has been slain. Our base is under attack. Shut down. Our base is under attack. Ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain. Launch attack.
Gather at the Lord!
今夜は月が綺麗ね
Gather at the Lord!
私に加護を
Now I understand.
An enemy has been slain. You have slain an enemy.
Talaga nasa harapan ko ah.
Slain Lord.
In the name of the Scarlet, burn and bloom.
Ito ba naman sa harapan ko?
私に加護を
Launch attack. Ally has been slain.
Steadier.
Lagan mo! Wala nang ulti yan eh!
Launch attack.
Tara! Sigurado nag-ulti na yan eh.
Up north.
Initiate retreat. Enemy triple kill.
Higambana knows what I deserve.
Patay na yan. Serbol na yan.
Our base is under
Yan.
attack down.
Nice.
Launch attack.
I will not succumb to nightmares.
Wala nang sandayan na natin.
Launch attack.
私に加護を
Pusimid! Tirahin mo na yan oh! Oh!
Fear. It drowns you in the dark river of your mind.
Launch attack. Turret is under attack.
I'm not fixated on winning. Not anymore.
Our
Patience
turret
gives
is
life into
under attack.
flowers.
Shut down.
Ibrahim mo.
We forge ahead together, like two parallel lines.
Initiate retreat. Our base is under launch
Always
attack.
remember my enemies. There's much I've learned
Launch
from them.
attack.
私に加護を
Demo, tulungan
An
nyo!
enemy
Nice.
has been slain.
The moon is my best companion.
Gather at the Lord! Gather at the
Killing
Gather at the Lord! Gather at the Lord! Understood.
You should learn to be humble. Fear, it drowns you in the dark river of your mind.
Watashi ni kago wo. Burn
ally
and
has been
bloom.
slain. Enemy double kill. An enemy has been
Watashi ni
slain.
kago wo.
Wala nang silong, men.
Launch attack. Launch attack.
You don't need to reach the pinnacle to bloom, Hanabi.
Launch attack. Akigambara. You have been slain. Mega kill.
Won't get lost.
Ang inang nananabangan tayo dun, ah.
Higambana knows what I deserve.
Hindi na tayo.
Launch attack. Okay.
Wala nang ulti yan. Eh. Bigat ng kakamping
An
na idol.
enemy has been slain.
今夜は月が綺麗ね。
私に加護を。
Initiate
You
retreat.
don't need to reach the pinnacle to bloom, Hanabi.
Kain mo. Yan.
私に加護を。
An enemy has been slain.
Let's go!
Kaya, boy.
私に加護を。
An enemy has been slain. Launch attack.
Burn and bloom. 私に加護を。
Launch attack. You dis- Launch attack. Killing spree. Has been slain. Launch attack. Launch attack.
Yan, nag-iisa na lang yan.
Lord. Launch attack. Launch attack.
Huli.
Launch attack. Request backup. Launch
Lord.
attack.
Gather at the Lord!
Initiate retreat. Clear up lane. Initiate retreat.
Silong lang ano dyan.
I will not succumb to nightmares.
Launch attack.
Companion.
Enemy has been slain.
私に加護を。
Launch attack. Request attack.
The shore is never as far. I always remember my enemies. There's much I've learned from them.
Killing spree.
tong mga to.
Victory!
Sino yan? Alam mo ko sa group chat niya. Ano silong? Manglilikod ka ba? Ha? Mo, wala kang assist. Isip ka.
Please ban a hero. Your team is banned. Your team is picking.
Alam mo si Selena, oh. Yan.
When you gaze
The
into
enemy
the
is
abyss,
picking.
the abyss gazes back.
May the blood of my enemies flow from my spear. The Immortal One chose me
Please
to
pick a
vanquish the
hero.
shadows that plague this world.
I do what I want to do.
I do what I want to do.
Onimusha has no
Enemy is
equal!
picking.
Rise,
I am the
flames,
moonlight
rise!
that breaks through
Please
the
pick a hero.
darkness.
It's my way or the highway.
My mission is to protect
The
lives.
enemy is picking.
Muscle of iron, bones of steel.
Welcome to Mobile Legends! 5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield. Smash them! All troops deployed!
Let's get this show
Request
on
backup.
the road. The more they look down on me, the more motivated I get. Mayhem is a great source of inspiration. Let's show them we mean business.
Kayo pa ba?
This is a stick-up. First blood.
You have slain an enemy! Oh, I'm bad! Double kill!
The name's Ixia. Remember it.
Well played! An enemy has been slain!
I don't play by the rules.
Tayo na bangan.
An
Pak!
enemy slain!
Even the brightest minds of Erudicio have to recognize my ingenuity.
Initiate retreat!
Gather up the turtle! Even the smallest speck of sand can become a sandstorm.
On my way!
Back to the drawing
Backup.
board.
Ako, may nga.
Enemy has been slain! Initiate
On my way.
retreat! An ally has slain the turtle!
Tulungan mo sila na.
Has been slain!
Just stand back and
Double
watch me
kill.
work.
Triple kill!
Be yourself and blaze your
An
own
enemy has
trail.
been slain!
Nothing like a good battle to field test my latest invention.
Request backup! Request backup!
It feels good to be bad.
Retreat!
worry. This ain't my first rodeo.
On my way. Request backup. Take it, Dirtbag. Not ready. Just launch attack.
Got me.
Kalimutan.
Request backup. Unstoppable.
Isn't starting over part of the fun?
Initiate retreat. An ally has
Ang
been
inang nila
slain.
ba? Pumasok dumiretso.
An enemy has been slain.
It feels good to be bad. I don't play by the rules.
Sila. Nakain mo.
On my way. Request backup. Beware of ambush.
I'm coming for ya.
An ally has slain. Our turret has been destroyed.
Let's show 'em we mean business.
Request backup.
You'll have to recognize my ingenuity.
Kill. An enemy has been slain. You initiate retreat. Your team destroyed attack.
Be yourself and
Your
blaze your
team
own trail.
destroyed a turret.
Come back and watch me work.
Mega kill. An enemy has been slain. Launch attack. Killing spree. Shut down. Request back.
The name's Ixia.
Launch
Remember
attack.
it. Even the smallest speck of sand will
Ally
become a
has slain
sandstorm.
the turtle. Slain an enemy. Shut down. Ally has been slain. Double kill.
Oh, I'm bad.
Triple kill. Shut down. An enemy has been slain.
Try mo.
Monster kill.
Wipe out.
We're ahead in goal. Team destroy the turret. Launch attack. Initiate retreat.
Takot. Anong kulit
Let's
eh?
get
Patay
back
ka
in
ngayon,
the
ulti na yan,
saddle.
durog ka niyan.
Mayhem is a great source of inspiration. Nothing like a good battle to field test my latest invention.
Our turret has been destroyed. An enemy has been slain. You have slain an enemy. and stay down. I'm coming for ya. Our turret has been destroyed. The more they look down on me, the more motivated I get. Request backup. This is a stick-up! An ally has slain Lord!
Not so tough now, are ya?
Let's show 'em we mean business!
Be yourself and blaze your own trail.
Initiate retreat!
Alam niyo may look, oh, palag sa'yo.
Even the brightest minds of Erudicio have to recognize my
Killing spree! You destroyed upper hill! Triple kill! Wiped out.
The name's Ixia. Remember. Victory!
Wala ba ni Dairot doon? Ah, si Gatot. Mga idol. Mag-replay lang tayo ng...
Nga, yung UUB lineup na ito ay talagang marami nang napahirapan, marami ng mga international teams na nakaranas at naramdaman ang hapdi ng Ultimate UB na to.
Tsaka nanunuot na rin kasi talaga yung
Aray
hapdi
ko
na yan.
po.
Kasi nga kakasabi pa lang naman natin bakit nanunuot. Eh, hindi lang yun yung problema nila. Kasi even Haji Z already has the glowing wand as well. So yung mga ganyang Shadow and Ghost Bursers na meron na rin malaking epekto yan. At malaki din yung epekto actually na ang maagang na-compromise yung jungle dito for TNC, which eliminates
Zero
their
pa lang,
vision
mabisito rin,
and as well as movement dito sa mapa. Constricted na yung space nila.
At tila ba'y parang hindi malapit yung laro kanina nung game number 1 at TNC Pro Team ngayon ay nakakulong lamang sa base para tayong bumalik ng 2020 kung saan Ultimate UB ang pinapanood at talagang nakakulong ka lang dito sa loob ng base mo.
Oo, ang kaibahan dito, ang dami ring damage na naibibigay ng Twisted Mind. Ngayon naman, Avatar to Guardian para na makatakas. Dito si Yawi, alam mo na ng TNC ay ginagamit na nila pang alis.
Yeah, and kontrapelo talaga yung movement dito ng Twisted sa gusto sanang i-accomplish ng lineup ng TNC. Di ba, pasugod yung gusto dito, sana nila Yawi, you have the AOG.
To hype things up even on a Hayabusa has 2 kills, a level lead already. Right before the turtle even spawns, you would expect SRG with the CC in lane to have more prio for the turtle, but now that he's been taken down, now that Few can walk up and pop it and then has Chain to knock him up and even zone him away. The missiles too, Crab brought back, no Purify. Falcons AP Bren, they'll be happy just with that trade.
This is really good stuff from the side of Falcons AP Bren, right? Stormy is here to kind of help recover Cram's lane, but at the same time, he's leveled down, and Flapteezy, as well as Few, making sure that he's not going to be able to participate for the upcoming fight, even setting up the proxy.
This is what's great about Falcons AP Bren, right? The fact that even when they have prio, they don't rush into neutral objectives. They still take their time, go for the buffs, get Kalteezy in a more comfortable spot. And now they have the level 4 advantage. Guys going in, not able to get in there in time. Denton as well, going to predict his goals. Stunned up, pinned down on the wall for Kyle to take him out. 3-0 start for the Hayabusa.
Great frame so that he could use the Tempest of Blades. Chain CC perfectly. This is why they are the final boss. It feels unfair. They always play pixel perfect.
Feels very unfair, it seems. But, I mean, we saw in an interview what Flapteezy said literally boils down to, I'm better. We're better on the macro, we're better on the micro, is what he said in the interview.
Every single time that we see these teams play, we're just hoping that something is going to change, right? And I think that SRG, now that they've kind of lost tempo and losing out, and the most important thing, which is their lanes, can they bounce back? But first, the game fact.
This is the bulletproof man himself. Super Marco tops NSC 2024 with the lowest average deaths per game at 0.77, then followed by Few.
I think, to be fair, Few got done a little dirty with his stats only because he's put on a Julian of all things. But hey, still, Bulletproof Marco's still living up to his moniker. At this point in time, let's have a look at the items to see who has got what. And it looks like, oh, interesting. Kalteezy might be rushing for the Sky Piercer now that he's got quite the substantial lead for himself before finishing off the Hunter Strike.
Taking their time, it seems. I mean, for most of them, especially in the bottom lane, Innocent, he knows that this is not a winning matchup. He wants to just scale up. Doesn't really want to go for a lot of the skirmishes. So he goes for the Warrior Boots here up top. Cram pops in a Purify, has the hard guard to get him now. Sky trying to go for the chase. Kalteezy goes to the quad shot on the back line as Few is able to disengage. Flapteezy rotates over, providing cover. Flicker forward by Flap. Really trying to get Skies there to punish him, but now that's a big flicker, big ultimate down. 12 seconds for the next neutral objective.
Still, the hard guard's not going to be back up when this turtle fight does commence, right? And at the end of camps from Skies at this point of time, the real question is when exactly do they actually want to commence a full-blown team fight?
Death's welcome. The missiles does connect onto Cram, who's going to be dealing a lot of damage now with the Curtains call onto Falcons AP Bren. 2-level lead on Kalteezy. Skies hovering over Cram again, doing some damage. Minus Fury by Ogwen. Knock 2 members off straight into the enhanced sight. Kalteezy secures the retribution. Now Kyle just jumps back and forth. 2-0 in kills 2.
Falcon to AP Bren, they're going to be able to control this for the next 8 minutes or so. And I think that's like a Red Giant. Oh, I mean, they're trying, but at the end of the day, right, they've been slowed down significantly. Look at this.
1v4 in the bottom lane with a hard guard down. Innocent trying to run away, gets chopped down, and he got taken out inside of the belly.
It's too tough. It's too tough. Look at the priority, right? Falcons AP Bren pushing up the tempo, and nobody can really win 1v1 anymore, right? Slanger Red Giants now getting punished for their greedy lineup. This is going to cost them and potentially cost them game number 1. But let's have a look at the hero matchups here, because right now, the actual win rate compared to the theoretical win rate, 100% for Skies.
Retribution earlier, Kalteezy was able to steal away, now jumps into the quad shadow, gets pinned down, but is able still to escape. These little mistakes, but the instant recovery from Falcons AP Bren.
I mean, like Leo likes to mention, right? It's a game of inches. And Falcons AP Bren,
millimeters
right now,
at this point.
They're playing with feet, right? They're extending their lead even further. And at this point of time, when we look at the items, I think, you know, at least for Flapteezy, he's playing it safe, right? Go for the Dom Ice. You're already up against the CC. He's not going to greed out and go for the War Axe straight away. But the real concern is that Kyle is already 4-0-1. And not to mention, even Few, just poking people out with enhanced size, good enough.
Oh, Shadow kill the Sky Piercer, execute, takes him out. Even with the hard guard, Stormy couldn't save him. And this is what's special, I would say, about Flap. He knows exactly, wait, up top, Bulletproof Marco. Trying to go into 1v1 against the Assassin, and Skies is forward, nom into the wall, straight off the Super Marco. Ogwen knocks him up, and he takes the kill with the small hammer he has.
Oh man, Falcons AP Bren making this look easy. What a lead that they've generated for themselves. Slanger Red Giants Brent, take space. You gotta give it away. There's no point fighting this early on, especially when you're 8-0 in total kill score. But not only that, look at that level lead.
That's Few. That's the mid lane, who's on an assassin. He can't even, clear these waves usually. But here in this matchup, he's been able to find so much prio, and that's why you see that damage. Golden Staff, at least for Innocent, we're seeing him get towards item. Power Spike, Cram. Gonna dash away. Young to the flicker forward, onward, and the Earth Shatter. But Miss Fury catches 4 on the board. Knock up 2. Kyle shut down by Cram. Now on the chase. It's Flapteasy running away for his life. But Super Marco on the Lycan form. He was brought back to the team. Another Earth Shatter to knock them up for Innocent. To continue, the spear hits.
What am I doing here, right? What am I even doing here? A forfeit, give up space. I take it all back. Just play pixel perfect. Kill Kyle Teasy while he still has his ult. Don't give him a frame to react.
And they're on the board. The momentum slowly shifting. But if we take a look at the goalie, Gideon, it's still massively in favor of Falcons AP Brent, still flying across the skies, looking down at the Red Giants.
I think at this point, when we're looking at SRG, their main winning factors is can they drag this out long enough so that people like Innocent, people like some guys can actually catch up to get that critical mass. But unfortunately, it's going to be a little slow, so we're paying attention to Yums and his battle spells. Whenever he has it up, he is looking for an opportunity to lock down Kaltizi like he did previously.
It's all about Yums still. It almost seems like in games before the grand finals, every time he's on to Eden, every time he has a flicker, he'll use it. Just like that now, the kite back up against Flapteasy, who decided not to commit the death on his welcome. And we get to take a look at the items here again for the in-game equipment. Flapteasy, like you said, taking the utility route on this game. Dominance Ice straight into the Sky Guardian helmet. He knows exactly what this pick is meant to do. It's meant to frontline for Super Marco, for Kyle. And we're seeing that with the Quad Shadow and the Shadow Kill into the back line right now, doing a lot of damage. Cram needs the photo proc. Kyle's able to escape with the Quad Shadow, dodging away from the Earth Shatter that was well placed by Yums.
This gives a lot of information, right? Kyle TZ, he's already so far ahead. As long as he doesn't die, that's totally okay, right? Yes, he did lose a couple of Sky Piercer stacks, but it doesn't mean that he isn't like level 13, 9 minutes into the game compared to Sky's full 3 levels ahead of the man. It's tough to argue, but at this point in time, we're just hoping and waiting to see whether the Heart Guard is going to get dropped.
Again, these Quad Shadows by Kyle, using it just to poke, slowly but surely. They bit out the curtain call though. Cram, no ultimate. Wait, Kyle TZ on the Lord. Seems like they're trying to just sneak this one in. So long as Red Giants still focus on their own purple buff. And even then, it's forced out by Flapteasy. Retribution still there for them. Minus Fury into the Debtors. Welcome canceling out the Minus Fury there. And it's going to be the knock up to Cake Yums down. Now into the back line. Time to Blaze. Knocking Few up straight into Skies' Blaze. Flapteasy going to be taken down. That's a double for Skies. Looking for a triple as he marches forward. Skies continues the onslaught. Kyle forces the Shadow Kill. Super Marco chases Innocent in the back line right now. It's Kyle. It's in a 1v3. No Shadow Kill, but he does have the Quad Shadow. Going back and forth. Super Marco goes in and finds the Lycan pounce. Skies looking for it. The spear catches him. Skies finds an unofficial Maniac.
Oh my goodness! How did it end up like this? Falcons AP Brent, they lost sight of what exactly they were fighting for. They already had the objective that they wanted to. They wanted to extend their lead. They may have shown a bit of disrespect, but Slimer Red Giants made it messy, kind of split them apart. Keep in mind, Falcons AP Red, they don't mind diving, but they still have to maintain that front to back. And if the damage lands on the correct targets, like Innocent, like Cramp, who as of right now is catching up real fast with the Brute Force Breastplate. Now, after the early game, he's 1-3-6, but the same goal, if not more, than Flapteasy.
Got some scary stuff right now. The scaling of SRG, the CC, the Ling, the Moskov. It's a very greedy lineup for SRG, but if they're able to somehow find those gold resources and place them onto these 3 members, it'll be very scary in the late game. Even the CC, he'll be able to actually withstand a 1v1 against Kaltizi. I think maybe he might go for the winner Crown Fu. And then later on in the side lanes, maybe Kyle will have to send over another member, maybe with Few together to really deal with him.
I think they got to start changing their habits up here for the side of Falcons AP Brand. It looks like SRG has a bit of a read on them, and at the end of the day, it's all about landing the damage on the correct targets. I think better yet, hold on. Does he want to go for the info? Yes, he does. He's all 5.
Flask of the Oasis still there, though, and he will be able to escape with the Quad Shadow. Scouts goes in, chasing the back line. Tempest of Blaze, knocking him up right into the Spear as well. Skies finds the assassination of the back base view out. Super Marco with a gun down. Finding the shutdown back, and it will be a trade. Both junglers down. But Innocent wants to continue. Pin down Yums. Finds an Earth Shatter. Stormy in the back line going to be taken down by Flap as he stops him on the ground. But take a look at Yums and Innocent, who is still free hitting. Gets caught by the enhanced sight. There's a flask of the Oasis from Ogwen's motivation roar. Marco on the chase, flicker forward, the Lycan pounce. Will not give anything for Cram to deal with him. Innocent in a 1v3, that one with a nature as well. Jumps forward, Super Marco buys it with a nature, scratches him down.
It's going to be a full wipeout here. A double kill for Super Marco. What an interesting approach. Slinger Red Giants make a play of their own to take out Kyle, reset his Sky Piercer stacks, but unfortunately, Few is quite a problem. These extended fights are working out much better for Falcon's AP Bread thanks to the Julian. He doesn't have to wait for a long ultimate. He just needs 8 seconds.
And now Minotaur. Ogwen has the winner crown, Gideon. That's the combo we were waiting for with the Minotaur, especially when they're snowballed. Yums, Earth Shatter R2, but the Minions Fury knocks them up. Cram gets thrown away. The Spirit of Destruction into the back line. Yums trying to survive now, even with the Shadow Kill. Sky's no purple buff, still desperately going for it. Time to blaze now. The Super Marco. Skies finds the shutdown. Now it's a Kyle. It's Skies who continues the fight. And now onto the Lord he goes. Cram in a 1v3, trying to deal some damage. Stormy tries to heal him from across the wall. Skies finds it. Now with the Finch poise over the Few. He continues the damage with the winner crown. Saves it for a bit. Few trying to chase him down. Sky's still surviving. Cram with a cleanup. And Few will be taken down.
Are you not entertained? Game number 1 from an abysmal early game. Somehow SRG are the ones who bounce back. Skies makes a play of a lifetime. And Chiling, you can't count him out.
You can never count them out. Sky's in the mid lane now, trying to take the tier 2, and he will be able to do so. He started this game 0-3. He didn't have a purple buff in that team fight.
He didn't, but he does now have 4 items. He's scaled up finally. And honestly, he has more farm than Kyle after having a 4-0 start. And they're cracking open the inhibitors. And I think that SRG, they got to call it quits at some point.
Kyle with the damage, shows onward forward, Earth Shadow Flicker combos, guys. Trying to capitalize on this, has the time of blaze, dodges away from the Midas Fury, catches Super Marco, but now gets chain CC'd. So able to survive for a bit, knocked down by Flap TZ. Shut down by Flap. Stormy caught in the immobilization as Kyle finishes him off. And finally, Falcons AP Bren, they find the chance to slow it all down again.
I think it doesn't matter, right? With more people dying at this point in time, we look at the waves and we can understand, unless, no, he wouldn't. What?
Innocent? He tried to Spirit of Destruction, doesn't get that Few! Deletes him from the Lanadon, now it's a wipeout for Falcons AP Bren!
Why overheat? Why overheat? They could have just reset off of this. The waves were in a position where they couldn't get punished, and now they're definitely going to be losing something off of this. Sky's coming back up in 1 and Stormy in 1 as well. They could try 1v3 once more.
No purple buff though. Again, same problem for him. Does seem like for Yums, he will be able to just pressure them away from that mid turret, but the base turret will be taken down already. Sky's barely dodging away, doesn't want to commit the Tempest Blaze just yet, buys the Rose Gold Meteor in time, and Falcons AP Bren will be happy just with the 2 base turret stake.
I'm telling you, Mirko, this game is starting to look like a war of attrition now. It's like I trade 1 inhibitor, Falcons AP Brand, we're gonna take 2, which begs the question, what is SRG's response? No purple buff once again from both of these assassins, and Kyle in particular, with that purple buff, is gonna be able to do a lot more in these tight situations. 30 more seconds as we look at the items. We're seeing that the biggest problem at this point of time is the fact that, hey, if we want to get into these fights, Ogun, you gotta have your flicker back up. And Yums, his is coming up in 16 seconds, but with a Holy Crystal on top of everything else from Few, that really begs the question, can Innocent truly outplay everybody without the help of the Heart Guard?
A game of millimeters, a game of inches. SRG and Falcons AP Bren. So far for both of these teams, they're still able to keep the far lane base turret intact. So they'll still have an advantage to play with, technically. I think Falcons AP Bren with the mid lane constantly pushing in. Now this is a point where Yums onward in the Earth Shatter over to Flap TZ. Just with a little bit of poke from Innocent. No teams wanting to go for it, but my question is, Gideon, is this good for SRG? Do they want the mid lane to actually be pushing towards them so that Innocent, so that Cram, so that even Skies can keep farming up? getting those resources.
I don't know. I think that SRG, they want to fight for this, right? I think they know that once the Lord starts crashing in towards their crystal, it's going to be really difficult to high ground defense. Keep in mind, Stormy is playing Angela. Now, Angela is not known to have the greatest wave clear. Oh.
First Shadow Flicker combo, ulted on, Reflect! Finds the backline with the Detonas. Welcome now straight into Kyle Teasy. With a shadow kill, used up in the back line, able to back away. Sky's chasing them all with the Finch poise, running him down now with the Tempest of Blades as well. Kyle able to dodge away from the knockup, but will not be able to dodge away from the rest of the Blades. Meanwhile, it's a knockup and a 2 straight into Cram, who's going ham with a yo-yo. And Sky somehow finds a way to escape, but the base was wide open.
A clean back door coming in from Falcons, AP Brand, SRG. They show that they can go toe-to-toe with some of their best, but when it comes down to the macro, when it comes down to that lead, Falcons, AP Brand just show, hey, you got to get on our
composure, the calmness to pull that off in a skirmish that looked like it was. Wants to continue, pin down Yums, finds an Earth Shatter. Stormy in the back line, going to be taken down by Flap as he stops him on the ground. But take a.
You gotta think outside the box. You gotta think outside.
Yep. Okay. So the backlines set play that they have.
Stormy did go back, but that's an.
And this towards the end.
Asking me what game number 1 was gonna look like. I don't think it would look like that.
Yeah, no. It was high risk. I'm not mistaken. There was.
Is Julian champions? It's just that I kind of feel like
SRG has is
Stormy did go back.
And this towards the end.
Stormy did go.
It feels like there's someone who forces the ultimate coming up from Kyle, and then in comes the Angeling, which, man, it's still pretty strong. I believe that even when Falcons AP Brand won this game, they probably will not let go of both the Angeling.
Let me just say as well, Slangored Giants, as good as they look going up against Falcons AP Brand, what were those mistakes? Especially towards the end of the game when they're pushing. If they were, maybe a little bit relaxed, could have been a little bit better.
I'll tell you, Lafel, you mentioned it already. The beginning and the end are where they made their most mortal sins. Number 1, they drafted very greedy.
Yes.
They have very little wave clear, very little vision that they can actively throw out to protect this very late game-centric lineup. And then second is towards the end.
Our MVP here, 8 KDA, 751 GPM. And remember, the only guy.
There still is the potential of the Angela, by the way. We are not eliminating that factor, which also will be really good for SRG. That means that if they do want to pick up the Angela once again,
Personally, for me, I want to see a damage dealer.
For Stormy,
yeah. Personally, like, given
Farsa?
something like a Farsa, yeah, exactly.
Falcons AP Brand, because we were talking about this Exborg pick as well, off cam. The Exborg is really great in lane. In the team fights here, up against a lot of burst heroes, like the Valentina and even the Nolan, he will struggle a bit, but as long as Cram can utilize the lead he gets in the lane, if the rest of the team is able to also just let him do whatever he pleases in the lane, it's going to be A-okay for Cram.
Now we get to the 1 minute 30 seconds and nothing has happened down by the EXP side, which gives Cram indication that, hey, it's probably safe on this side of the map for now. And as we notice, Kyle Teasy, he's on the top side, right? He's looking for an opportunity, maybe foreseeing that SRG was going to read into the EXP attack. Because look at them, they're sending 4 members down.
Again, the Falcons AP Brand, it's all about dealing with Cram, the Faraga armor, because he's going to have auto prio. Especially with Stormy coming around. He gets that passive down, and Cram will just burn those minions for the passive to kill everything.
Now, Turtle is up. Purple buff is needed for Sakai to actually stand a chance. But Kyle, he's power farming this entire time. In terms of like the laning phase, honestly, this is a way more manageable game compared to number 1.
Good damage there. Onto Few. Placed down by the Cursed Blast, but take a look at Falcons AP Brand, who are the ones on the Turtle. Holding it down for now. Flapteezy has the penalty zone. Can go for the zone, but Skies is already rotating over. Calteezy gonna be pulled back by Yomes. Eternal Guard coming down as well, but Ogwen will be able to pop the Innis Fury straight into the flicker, knocking 2 members up. The SOD connects, but no one's taking it just yet. Ogwen gets blasted down by the last Insanity, and it will just be 1 for 1. Few going back and forth on the Valentina. Just with a turtle advantage. Falcons AP Brand up top. Super Marco blazing duet. Innocent wants to go for the pin down, finds it. but there will not be a solo kill. Not now.
Man, Innocent refuses to let go of any farm. He's like, I'm gonna pin you to the wall real quick. No. Let me quickly get the cannon. All right, we're done with the trade, okay? We're done. No more afterwards. But at the end of the day, Falcons AP Bren, despite trading both supports for each other, they were able to achieve that turtle. So, if we're talking about a matter of inches, it's whether or not this turtle shield is going to make a difference in the upcoming engagement, right? Because right now, it's pretty passive between both top and bottom side, EXP and as well as gold.
I think it's going to be that way for the most part because Falcons AP Bren, they're just so good, even in losing matchups, to make it even in the lane. They know that they are just here to farm. In the bottom lane, the Terizla is a losing matchup. Up top, even the Claude is a losing matchup, but somehow they're farming really, really well. You can even see in the XP, Claude, Marco's ahead.
Yep. They got to take their time with this, right? They're looking for these big opportunities to make big plays. And I think I'm looking towards Few and as well